What's up, ladder climbers? This is Antoine Wade from the Black Heights channel, and in this video today, I'm going to be discussing, guys, you know what? There are so many job openings that are out there for tech workers that are not in tech companies. So for all the people who are being laid off at these big mega tech companies, there are many jobs out there. I've been talking about many jobs out there for tech workers that are at non-tech companies. And this is an article that I came across from the Business Insider called "There Are Plenty of Open Jobs for Tech Workers. They're just not at tech companies." And this is my feedback to that article, or my response to that article that I want to share with you guys on this channel. She just said how there are plenty of jobs that are out there. Well, let's talk about there are plenty of open jobs for tech workers. They're just not at tech companies, okay? There are plenty of jobs for tech workers. They're just not at tech companies. Let's go to this article. It's been a tough few months to be a tech worker. Tech jobs, highly sought after, for their high pay and cushy benefits, seems less secure than ever, as nearly every major tech company has cut headcounts and slashed budgets in the past 6 months. The bloodbath shows no sign of slowing down. Nearly 95,000 tech workers have been laid off in the first few weeks of 2023. Is there a silver lining for tech workers? Right? It's not all bad news for recently laid off tech workers. Many of their skills are still in high demand, but they may need to get more creative in your job search, according to a report by Bain & Company. According to Bain, job postings calling for people with tech experience or expertise are growing within non-tech industries. The growth of demand for tech talent for non-tech business has really been a game changer, right? Using publicly available job postings and U.S. government data, Frick and his team determined that the demand for tech workers at non-tech businesses outpaces demand at tech businesses for the first time. Non-tech businesses are still needing your skills. Companies across industries are using more technology, causing a greater need for people with software engineering skills. He's used Walmart and Amazon as an example. One is traditionally seen as a retailer and one is seen as a tech company. But the reality is that they have to converge in terms of what kinds of skills they need, right? Workers with Web3, AI backgrounds are in high demand. While some tech projects have been put on pause or canceled, there's still a strong demand for software developers among government and retail clients. The team at Bain found that skills in Web3, AI, our brother AI and me, data science, cloud computing, brother Mr. Nix, cybersecurity, were amongst the most in-demand jobs at non-tech companies. Read that, guys. The team at Bain found that skills in Web3, AI, data science, cloud computing, and cybersecurity were among the most in-demand at non-tech companies. Job openings for workers with Web3 and AI experience grew 237% and 108% respectively between the fourth quarter of 2020 and the third quarter of 2022. What's up, ladder climbers? This is Antoine Wade. I wanted to interrupt this video to talk to you guys about Course Careers. Course Careers is the place that you guys need to go if you have a high interest into tech sales. They will help you gain the skills that you need so that you can enter the tech sales world to make a whole bunch of money. Tech sales salaries early on is about $60,000, guys. That's a good salary. And with OTEs, you can make anywhere from $85,000 to $90,000. If you have an interest in tech sales, check out Course Careers, link in the description. And don't forget to use Antoine50 so that you can get a $50 discount off of Course Careers. See you guys in tech sales. Right? The demand for workers in these fields are in the US, India, and Europe. There's more demand than there is supply. Okay? Let's talk about the pay. Whether non-tech pays or non-tech firms, such as retailers, can pay the same sky-high salaries as tech counterparts remains another story. They're trying to find other ways to attract people because they don't have the ability to print cash, and some of these big tech companies have, right? So if you go to a Walmart or Amazon or something like that, matter of fact, when we did a lot of the salary discussions last year, you saw that Amazon wasn't at the top when it comes to tech pay because they're known as a retailer, right? Although they are a technology company, they're known as a retailer. Walmart, another one. They're not going to pay you as much as a Google, but you're going to get paid a hell of a lot because of your skills. You're going to get paid a hell of a lot because of your skills, right? So they're saying that they're trying to find other ways to attract these people because they can't or they don't have the ability to print cash, right? And some of these companies are getting creative. So guys, you see it. You see it. I just shared it with you that the job market continues to boom. We saw that on the latest job report. Tech companies continue to slash. The jobs are out there. You just got to get creative to find the one that you want. And I would tell you like this, if you're looking for one, you need to work with a coach. Book a session with Black Heights. Book a session with Black Heights. There's recruiters that work for us. There's people with project management skills. There's people with software engineering, sales engineering skills. We can connect you with them all, okay? We can connect you with them all. Book a session with Black Heights. Guys, let's dive over here. I want to dive into the chats now to see what you guys are talking about. I just wanted to do a quick show this morning to drop the knowledge. Brother Paul's in the house. He says, I just talked to the IT department at a company that makes golf carts. Lots of smaller IT and tech departments out there in non-tech focused companies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Journey to Jasmine said hospitals, universities, airlines, banks. These are all industries that are not traditionally tech, but they're hiring for tech positions because they have cybersecurity needs. They have AI needs. They have engineering needs. They have salespeople's needs. So consider these companies as well, these industries. Shout out to Brother Clark Wade, my brother in the house, for the $5 super chat. Let me see if I can bring that on the screen. Brother Clark Wade said, valuable game. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Journey to Jasmine says, this is such sound advice. I've applied to so much of your knowledge and it's increasing my network. And let me go back to this one. It cut off for a second. And my net worth. And thank you. I appreciate you. Journey to Jasmine. Mr. Nix, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, brother. Let's get in here. Let's see what Mr. Nix had to say. Mr. Nix says, start a blog and repost to LinkedIn groups. Absolutely. That's how you get yourself out there. That is how you get yourself out there. Brother Damien, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Save some money for a rainy day. Absolutely. You have to have your finances in order because in tough times like this, if you get laid off, you want to be able to have a good amount of cash that you can fall back on. If you want to make a career transition and not have to take the steps or not have to take the first job that they're offering you, you want to have your finances in order. You want to have multiple streams of income. Maybe you want to just stop and to say, you know what, I'm going to take a pause. I'm just going to do a complete change. Maybe you are in sales and you're like, you know what, I'm done with sales. Maybe I want to do project management. You need to spend about 3 to 4 months getting a certification or something along those lines because you are ready to make a career transition. You can do it if your finances are in order. If you're not, if your finances aren't in order, you have to take something right away. You have to. And that's not a good position to be in. It's not a good position to be in at all. Brother USA 375 asked the question, says, is this the same for a junior developer, 1 year of experience? Job postings often ask for 3 to 5 years of experience. Any advice? What's the question? What's the question? I want to know what the question is. USA 375 is what the same for a junior developer? Help me understand what that question is. LL is in the house. Antoine, my guy, thank you so much for your leadership and wealth of knowledge. I appreciate you being here. LL, thank you so much. But get your question out there, USA. And guys, if you have any questions, do leave them in the chat. I wanted to have a quick show today, but I also wanted to make sure that I answer any of your questions that are out there. And USA 375, give me a little bit more details on what your question is, and I'll be able to answer that.